time I saved a life, I was 6 years old. I was having dinner with my parents when I saw my neighbor through my window suddenly fainting on her couch. I suddenly felt a pain in my chest, and I knew that she was feeling it too. That lady was in danger. I made my parents follow me to her house and call 911. She'd been having a heart attack, and the doctors saved her life thanks to our help. That was the day my powers were recognized. You see, I've always been a bit different from others around me. My parents didn't realize it for the longest time. They thought it was just funny that I burped every time they did. They loved me for how I always seemed to know how they were feeling. I was the dream daughter, but they never thought that I was some kind of medical marvel. After many years of testing, we discovered that I had a rare condition called mirror touch synesthesia. I could physically feel what other people feel, so long as I was looking at them. I became an instant hit among the doctors in town. Synesthesia this strong was rare to find, and they were all clawing at the chance to study me. I wanted to help people with what my dad called my superpower. So I answered doctors' questions day after day and let them run countless tests on me. And the day they published their findings, everything changed. I went to school like it was any ordinary day and noticed that the vibe was totally different. People were saying hello to me. They wanted to talk to me and sit with me at lunch. Wait, what? I'd always been the weird, emotional loner. Why was I suddenly Miss Popular? Everyone was curious about me and wanted my attention. Even Selena, the most popular girl in school. You're the girl who can feel people's emotions, right? Yes? Great. I need you to do something for me. Apparently, Selena was in a crisis. She was sure her boyfriend was cheating on her, and she wanted me to watch him while she asked him the truth. He's too good a liar. The only person he can't lie to is you, Lucia. I don't know. I'll give you $100. Sold. She took me to the football field where her boyfriend was hanging out with the other players. Tell me the truth, Sam. Are you cheating on me? The entire team fell silent as everyone stared at the two. No way, babe. You're the only one for me. Selena turned to me. Sorry, he's lying. I can feel his guilt. Sam, you total jerk. Babe, don't tell me you believe this loony over me. You bet I do. We're over, jerkface. Come on, Lucia, let's go. Selena stormed away, pulling me along. She took me to her cheerleading gang and told them what I did for her. Before I knew it, I had become a celebrity among the girls in my school. I could tell girls who had a crush on them and who hated them. I even knew if their boyfriends had a secret crush on their sisters. The assignments got crazier by the day, and the payments got bigger. Once my list of clients began to grow, I decided to take my business a step further. I built a simple app that the girls could use to reach me with their problems. I could tell a lot just looking at a photo. The app spread through my school like wildfire. I had a new energy when I went to school now. I was the most popular girl in school, and I loved it. I now had a huge, strong troop of loyal girlfriends. I was invited to every party and sleepover, and my social schedule was always packed. And best of all, the money I made really helped my parents out. I paid off our mortgage and bought them a car. And I had money left over to buy myself an awesome gaming setup and a whole new wardrobe. Life was going great, till the day I decided to ask Nate, the new boy, out. Nate was such a total babe that I knew I had to ask him out. So I made my move at lunch. He noticed me as I came near him, and his boredom changed to fear? Before I could even process his emotions, he picked up his tray and ran away. What was happening? I tried to talk to Nate once more when we were leaving school that day, but one look at me and he ran away again. I looked around me in shock, and that's when I suddenly noticed it. I gasped. There were no boys near me. They'd all formed small groups that hovered at the edges of the parking lot, and they were always looking at me. Even at this distance, I could feel it. I walked towards them, and they literally ran away from me like scared little rabbits. What's up with the boys, Selena? They're scared of you, Luce. They know that if you see them up close, you'll know all their little secrets. So it turned out that my powers were scaring all the boys away from me. I tried to ignore it at first, but it started to get under my skin. First, they stopped partnering with me in class. Then they started wearing hoodies and sunglasses to school to hide their faces from me. Till one day, they even started disappearing from the hallways when they saw me. This was getting beyond ridiculous. As if this wasn't bad enough, this Lucy phobia meant my job was getting harder too. Now that the boys were avoiding me, I was always hiding and wearing disguises to spy on people's dates. Thankfully, the money was still rolling in. But when I didn't get asked out for the spring dance, I was devastated. I turned off my app for a day. I didn't want to hear anyone's problems today. I had enough of my own. Selena called me 5 minutes later. Hey, why is your app not working? Because I don't want to work. Why not? Luce, I want you. It's like life and death. It's Alex. Ugh. Alex was some boy from another high school that Selena had been crushing on forever. He's coming to my party tonight, and I'm gonna finally ask him out. You have to come too because I obviously, totally need you. When I tried to refuse, she offered to triple my rate. I gave in. Fine. Just this last time. I promise I won't need your help once I have Alex. I sure hoped so. Her party was a wild, crowded scene. But even here, the boys took one terrified look at me and moved away. That's it. I'm out, I thought as I stormed off away from them and crashed right into someone, spilling water all over them. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's okay, beautiful. I looked up in surprise to see the most gorgeous boy I had ever laid eyes on. But I ruined your shirt. I don't mind you ruining anything I own. I could feel that he meant it. I blushed. Now, show me where I can clean up. I led him to the bathroom. We talked while we ran through Selena's giant mansion, and it felt amazing. Finally, a boy who didn't look at me like I was a ghost. Then as we spoke, he suddenly took off his shirt to dry it over a heating vent. He looked so hot, I literally wanted to melt. Are you checking me out? No. Liar. He grinned at me. My face was pretty much entirely red now as I turned to leave. Perhaps you could continue checking me out over dinner sometime. I was too shocked to hide my surprise. You're asking me out on a date? I know, it's a bit fast. I mean, I don't even know your name. I gasped. That's why he was so chill. He didn't know who I was. But sometimes you just have a feeling, you know? I knew exactly how he felt. Just as I was about to say yes, Selena showed up behind us. Lucia, Alex, you already met. I nearly passed out. He was Alex? The Alex? Why is he shirtless? Alex answered her while I mentally kicked myself repeatedly, hard. I wanted the one guy I couldn't have tonight, and he wanted me. But that didn't matter. Selena quickly texted me to go away and watch them from a distance because she was gonna ask him out. I made a lame excuse and started walking away when I felt a tap on my shoulder. It was Alex. Hey, before you go, were you gonna say yes? I panicked and blurted out, yes to what? Going out with me? Sorry, no. I walked away hurriedly and sat with them in my vision. I watched Selena ask him out. I felt Alex's disappointment as he said yes. I was disappointed too. Selena begged me to shadow them for 2 dates, just till he asked her to be his girlfriend. With the crazy money she was offering, I just had to do it. I could retire. On their first date, I was very careful and wore my best disguise. I was watching Alex's face over the top of my book when suddenly he looked at me, right at me. He recognized me. I could feel his confusion and amusement. He was about to come over. I panicked and slid under the table. Nice outfit, Lucia. He walked away without waiting for a reply. I had no answers to give when Selena grilled me. I can't believe he spotted you. Ugh, look, I need you there when I ask him to be my boyfriend. So I'll just do it in a public event, like a party. Unstoppable Selena put together an event faster than I could blink. I went for my last assignment, sulking the whole way there. But then I saw Alex at the party, and he made my heart hurt. Where on earth would I find a boy like him again? Are you ready? I nodded grumpily. She took Alex aside and told him how she felt. The first thing I felt was Alex's polite but firm no. I could sense Selena's anger and disappointment as she turned around and ran away. Just then, Alex turned and walked right up to me. You're not a very good spy, but you're a very good friend. Helping Selena out like this with your powers when you clearly have a crush on me. My face was red again. So what? You have a crush on me. Yeah? But you know what I do. Why aren't you running like the other boys? Because I have nothing to hide. Plus, you're just too gorgeous to ignore. Will you go out with me? Just don't ruin my shirt. I finally said yes. It was so exciting to finally go out on dates with an amazing person. I was blissfully happy till the day I walked into Alex's prom, totally unaware of what was waiting for me inside. All the girls from my school were here. Selena was here too, and she walked up to the stage pointing at me. There she is, girls. There's the awful girl who promised to help me and then stole my boyfriend. The girls began to boo me loudly. Let this be a warning to all of you. Never, ever hire Lucia ever again. The girls began to boo even louder. I wasn't even dating Selena. She's nuts. It's okay, Alex. I could feel the hatred of literally 100 girls right now, but I really meant that. I was done helping them. My life at school went back to usual and people quickly forgot I even existed. They left me alone, but this time I wasn't lonely. I had a lot more confidence and an amazing boyfriend by my side who loved me. With Alex and my parents' support, I finished my education in psychology and began to help people as a licensed therapist. I finally started using my powers the way they were meant to be used, to save lives.